Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another Veve and Ecomi video. And this one, we're going to be covering a huge topic. I'm going to hear my man's take on it first. This is Kyle Wilson, if you don't know. He's one of the YouTubers in the community that I respect the most, and he's actually responsible for a lot of my channel's growth. Like, at the very beginning, when I first started, like, he was the first one to bring me on his channel, interview me, you know, show love and things like that. Help grow my channel a little bit at that point in time, of course. And yeah, he was a really genuine dude who showed so much love, and like we've been great ever since. So yeah, shout out to Kyle Wilson. Be sure to go subscribe to him, show him some love, man. He's one of the like I told you, one of my favorite people in the community, man. So yeah, he's actually going to be covering NFT renting, and this is going to be big. This is going to be big for all of us holders, all of the collectors and everything, especially those of us here looking to turn a profit, because anything that makes passive income, you know, I'm all for it. That's what I'm looking forward to. I don't know if you all know this or not. Like, some people may not. If you're newer to the channel, I am not a collector. I'm not a collector. I am here for profit. I understand the things that I understand and I know, because it's what's needed if you actually want to make profit. You have to understand a market to make money in it. But yeah, like in terms of having the same passion and connection to the pieces and stuff like that, that's not what I have. I am purely here as an investor. And I study and look at things from that perspective and point of view, for the most part. So yeah, that being said, y'all, be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, turn on notifications so you stay updated, and also check out the homie's channel, and let's see what's going on. Let's see some of the things that he's talking about and covering in this one.
Welcome back to the channel here, and in this video we'll be talking about the renting in the Omi utility program and how you can stake on any tier and unlock renting. So this is huge news, and we're going to get into all of that. And if you didn't know, the Omi utility program
that's pretty massive, because at first I thought that they were going to, the way that I thought that it was going to work was that only you would have to stake a certain amount, and that's the only way you would get access to renting. But it looks like, I guess if you stake anything, like I guess his interpretation is if you stake anything, you'll be able to rent, have ability to rent. So that's huge. That's very big.
Article and video came out the other day, and we're going to dive into a little bit of that, mostly just the renting side of it, because there's literally so much to dive into. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive right in. All right, so yeah, on Twitter here, we have the article posted up by Ecomi officially here, and a user asked actually under here on this thread, and it kind of brought up this topic. So it said, OUP looks awesome. Are you planning to incorporate collectible renting as well in OUP sometime in future, or is it never going to be a part of the OUP? They tagged me, and that was Love True Nature on Twitter. And I said, so they said renting details will be available eventually in the portal. So not exactly when that will be. And Hello K eventually said, basically prior to OUP, or the prior article said you need tier 3. And then of course I responded and I said, yeah, that's basically what they said. And I did actually provide a screenshot as well on the YouTube stream that basically just said renting details will be added to the portal as we get closer. And anyway, Pudding Cheeks came out of nowhere, left field, and said, maybe check out the staking quick reference guides. Here's where it gets interesting. All right, so we're going to hop on over there and take a look. Okay, so the OUP, you can actually reference this. Like if you go to the token portal, go to the Omi utility program, or just go to the OUP quick reference. All right, and if you scroll down and you get to this nice graphic here, OUP staking plus reward summary, and you click, you don't even have to, I don't think, click, or actually, yes, tier 0. We need to click over to tier 1. You can see here that, let's see if I can blow this up a little bit so you can see better. That tier 1 allows you to have renting collectibles on tier 1. Then we click on tier 3. Obviously, it's going to be all the tiers up from tier 1. That is marking a significant change from the first article, and spells out a really exciting case for people that are staking in the Omi utility program. Okay, so we're not going to get into this entire article. It's really a portal, because the reason why they use portal is literally because there's so much going on here that it's absolutely too much to cover in one single video. And I'll of course be providing snippets and breadcrumbs to help you on the right track, and hopefully you'll be able to reference this video later on. But this is pretty significant. So obviously I covered in multiple streams, really the whole article, I was streaming Reese live, so we pretty much covered all of that. But this is huge. I mean, this is huge when you're talking about tier 1 and how that's accessible to a lot of folks out there there, that makes it very interesting. So as you can see here, tier 1, you can you know, stake your Omi. Let me see here, I believe it was what, $2,500 worth of Omi. Let's go ahead and just check here to see what that number is. So right here it just says stake $2,500 worth of Omi, and yeah, so that's pretty significant.
So is that $2,500 or 2,500 Omi? I would assume it's dollars, right? Yeah, that makes more sense, because taking 2,500 Omi is like, that's pointless. But yeah, man. I mean, I think that this is definitely a big deal. This is a big change, because to go from tier 3 all the way down to tier 1, now you can basically rent as long as you're staking Omi. I think that's huge. This is going to create a massive business opportunity for a lot of people. And I know that a lot of people are passionate collectors, and I think that that's where it gets blinded sometimes. You have the addicted gamblers in the community, you have the passionate collectors, but you, like, for me, I see every side, I see every perspective, because I'm here to make the most money, which means I have to understand every side in order to make this money. I need to understand what's going to make this side tick, what's going to make that side tick, and then what people aren't even thinking about, because that's understanding the overall picture. That's where the biggest opportunity to make income lies. So I can't be on any side. I need to be on all of them. And yeah, it's just, I don't think that you realize how much opportunity is in just being able to rent, and what this actually means for the collectibles. Even the fact that the Omi token can be broken down into fractional shares. Like, people don't see how big that is. Like, people don't think, oh, it's going to be tough to hit $1. It's going to be tough to hit something like $10. Then you have people out here rationalizing $100. You like, and they're not trolling when they say things like that. So when you realize how big of an opportunity this is, now don't get it twisted. Like, they say, oh, you know how rich people would be if it actually went that high. Bro, the second a lot of these people become millionaires, you know how quick they taking that money. You think, how many people do you think is holding if it gets to anywhere near $10, bro? Like, so many people are going to be like, their life is going to be changed way before it ever has to get to $10. So, yeah, like, these people who could potentially be trillionaires or something, like, they're not going to be, because they're going to take profit like anyone would once you hit that. Because what is the point of, like, let's say you get to a point where you become a billionaire. What logic is, how's it logical for you to take on even more risk at that point? Do you want to risk, if you're a billionaire at $1, are you finna take on the risk that it actually goes to 10 and not take your billions? I don't know, you might leave a little bit of change in there, but no, you're gonna take your profits and secure that billionaire status. Like, that's what you're gonna do. So and yeah, that's just a little example. So you gotta understand, like, it may sound unrealistic, you may not be able to wrap your head around certain things right now, but just keep understanding where this space is going. Keep understanding what every single one of these features would actually mean for the price of your Omi token, the price of the collectibles, and how these things could work together, how they're going to be implemented and be made to entertain the mass market. Because they're like, the goal of this company is to have between 50 million and 100 million plus people. So if they have goals like this, how are you going to keep them entertained? How are you going to keep them interested? And also, how is Omi going to be implemented in a way where 100 million people can be using Omi all the time without realizing what they're doing? And also, what happens if Veve accomplishes their goals? Because this is one thing people never want to touch on. People say, oh, I don't think Omi hits $1. At the point where Omi is actually implemented in every single thing that you do, and you have 100 million people, if Veve reaches their goal of 100 million people, do you still think $1 is tough? I mean, like, the thing is, people don't believe that Veve will accomplish these goals. Like, the true faith in Veve is what's wavering a little bit, and what's not actually, you know, what's not really believed. But the facts and logic surrounding the fact that if they are able to do what they say that they're going to do, which they've given us no reason to think that they wouldn't be able to deliver what they say that they're going to deliver, because they have delivered everything else. Like, what happens when they actually deliver? Like, that's the thing that people are scared to imagine, scared to think about. Like, but that's the thing that I'm banking on. I'm banking on them keeping their word and showing, like, and it's not even really just banking on that, because that would really just be me hoping and praying. It's not a hope or a prayer. I looked at their resumes. I see that they do what they say they're going to do all throughout their entire career. And then ever since I've been in this project, they've done what they said they were going to do. So it's like, if my track record with these guys, they keep their word. So I'm not going to look at them any differently, like, because that they've shown to me that this is what they do. So yeah,
right there. So that's within.
I gotta ask Kyle how to make this thing a circle. I like that. I like the circle. The circle looks smoother. I know I got a little box over here looking all crusty.
Reach for a lot of people. This is going to incentivize people grabbing up collectibles on the market as well. And we are in a bear market, so it's going to be interesting when this news kind of gets out or when you're watching this video. Some people may have covered it, but I haven't seen too many videos, honestly. So definitely this is the first I've seen it since Pudding Cheeks put it up on here. So this is going to travel around the Omi and Veve verse, right? And circulate around. So
oh, and if you don't know this, my man's is the one who actually came up with the red circle, you know, the thing that everybody's using now. So shout out to my man's Kyle, bro. Like, he does a lot of revolutionary stuff that travels around the community. So you don't sleep on my man's. Be sure to subscribe, show him some love.
Take this information and do with what you will. And hopefully this video helped you kind of just discover that little feature there. So yeah, that's really all I got for this video. I just wanted to shed light on that. Love to see some reactions or takes on it in terms of, you know, what to expect moving forward. This is huge, a huge change from the first article. So yeah, share this video, like it, and subscribe. We are at 9,999 subscribers. We are literally one away here on the channel from hitting 10K. It is crazy. So anyways, I'll have to do like a live stream when we hit 10K, but that's all I got for this one. Be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Peace, my mans. Yo, so you saw him. He's got his goal of 10,000 subscribers. He one away. If one person don't subscribe, I don't know, I was going to say something crazy. I don't know, but just go subscribe to my man's, man. Show him some love. He put in a lot of work into his content. I want to see him hit 11,000, man. Like, I know that's not going to happen in the middle of a bear market, but once people get hyped and stuff, and once people understand where this project is going and just how dope this project is, yeah, it's like, this is going to go to the moon, man. Like, you got a lot of moon boys out here. That's the thing. Like, it's hard to be a moon boy for any project because you see all the crappy projects of the moon boys, and you don't want to be out here looking like these moon boys, but if any project deserves to have a bunch of moon boys, it is this one. And they're constantly just dominating every step of the way. So listen, I'm a proud moon boy. Let me know what you all think, though. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And I'm going to catch you all on the next one, fam. Peace out, y'all.